Hey, how you doing today? I am Tequila Coleman. In today's video, I'm going to answer one of our God-ordained future husband question he sent in regarding his God-ordained future wife. Okay. Now, my goal for you, after I answer this question, is to help give you all understanding. If you find yourself in a similar situation as the situation I'm going to read to you, if this is your situation, my goal for you is to bring understanding to the situation. Okay. When you understand what you're dealing with, you're able to stand, during this process. And it moves you out of, second guessing what God said and just into a level of, understanding. Like I understand what I'm dealing with. I understand what needs to happen here. Right. And so you no longer have to second guess God. Okay. So let's jump into his question. Hey, Tequila, thank you for responding to me on my question about God's confirmation regarding my situation about having patience with my future God ordained spouse, wife. Recently, I seen your video about 6 ways we make mistake during our stance with our prodigal spouse. When you mentioned mistake number 2 about second guessing God because we see by sight my prodigal spouse not being interested in me, giving me body language that she doesn't want to be bothered with me. She told me she's not into me like that, only see me as a friend, really for no reason because I haven't done anything wrong, but continue to show her how much I care and love her and her daughter. I'm currently going through mistake number 2 because I am second guessing God. I know it's the enemy speaking through her about her not being interested in me because she's showing signs that she likes me, but out of the blue, she backs off because she's dealing with past hurt from her counterfeit. You said in your video about how we have to know dealing with our prodigal spouse. I know you mainly give advice to women, men, but mostly women in some cases. Can you do a video regarding man's situation of knowing dealing with our prodigal spouse, wife, when dealing in situations? So, thank you for sending in your question. So let's talk about it. Now, the very first thing I'm going to recommend for you to do is for you to not take how your prodigal wife is responding to you personally. Okay, rejection hurt, and I know for some men, when they have been rejected by, in this case, their future wife, for some men it hurt. Others would try to get payback. So I recommend, for you not to take it personal. I also recommend for you to start praying and rebuking the spirit of rejection off of your life in the name of Jesus Christ. Um, because here's the thing, I'm gonna give you understanding. And my goal for you is, as I'm helping you to understand what you are dealing with in your prodigal wife, it will help you to not take her actions and what she is saying personal, right? Yes, it is the enemy speaking through her. But the reason why she is doing all this rejection, the reason why she is saying, she's not interested in you, it has everything to do with the hurt and pain from her past. It has everything to do with what she has been conditioned to like and be attracted to. Okay. So your God ordained prodigal wife, she has been programmed to like and to find attractive a certain type of man. Okay. Now her eyes, when she's looking at you, she see a great man. She see a loving, kind man who accepts her and her daughter. And this is the man that she really wants. However, her actions, when you look at her action, she chooses the bad guy. She chooses the man who rejects her, the one who is toxic to her, the one who cheat on her, abuses her, right? Just look at the action and it would tell you all about the person. And this is because she's choosing this type because this is what she's used to. This is what her past has been giving her. And so, after so long, we become conditioned to think this toxic, like the majority of what I've been exposed to, if majority of my life I've been exposed to men cheating on me, abusing me, never committing to me, lying to me, only wanted me for sex. If the majority of my life I've been programmed to, you know um experience these things from the opposite sex, then I'm going to think that this is love. When it shows up, I'm going to find it attractive. Most people, when they find themselves in these type of relationships, where the person is doing a rejection and they breaking up to make up and it's very toxic, even though even though you might find yourself hurting, you might be crying over the person, somewhere in your mind you find it to be attractive. You really do. You start learning how to be attracted to what is toxic to you, right? And when the very thing that is good for you come on the scene, because you're not being triggered. See, you're not triggering her in toxic ways. So when she look at you and interact with you, she find it to be boring. She like, oh, he's a nice guy. I don't want that. That's what's going on in her mind, because she's used to her emotions being up and down. She's used to emotional roller coaster. She's used to rejection. She's used to, man not committing to her. She's used to the lying. You're everything but the opposite. And so it confuses her mind, because like I said, when she look at you, she wants you. That's what we all want. It's easy for us to say, oh, I want a good man, I want a good woman. But let me look at your action, because your actions are going to tell me exactly what you think you deserve. And this is what we're dealing with here. You're a God-ordained prodigal wife. Because of whatever happened to her in her past, what she is rejecting and the very thing she's choosing, that tells you this is what she feel like she deserves. She feel like she doesn't deserve a great man such as yourself. That's why she rejected. That's why she say things like, I'm not interested. This is why, she give you body language like she doesn't want to be bothered, because she don't feel like she's good enough for it. She doesn't deserve it. Okay? She's still stuck in the past. When she look in the mirror, she don't see what you see. She see everything that's wrong with her. She see how all these guys in her past has mistreated her and used her. This is what she see. She see how daddy wasn't there, how mommy, mistreated her or made her feel not good enough. She see everything that's wrong with her. Okay. So, and I hope you understand this so that you don't take her actions personal. She needs healing. She also needs correction. She also need, and I would recommend for you to pray, include this in your prayer. God, send across my God ordained future wife path women of God, teachings that would teach her, that would teach her, what she do not know, that would teach her how to identify a good man, because she don't know how to identify it. She don't. Look at what she keep choosing. That'll tell you where she's at, right? But she needs healing. She needs correction. She needs deliverance. She needs new information so that she can stop choosing what's hurting and toxic to her. Okay. And another thing you want to pray, I will also pray, God, created my God ordained wife a clean heart, renew a right spirit within her. God, change her type. Change my God ordained type. God, you said that you would give us the desires of our heart. So, Father, I'm praying and asking that you would give my God ordained wife the right desires, the desires. Give her the desire to desire a godly husband, a godly man, a man who would love her all the days of her life, because that's what she doesn't have. All she known is the opposite. And because that's all she's known, because you on the scene and you're everything good, you have a good heart, you accepted her and her daughter, she like it, but she rejected at the same time because she doesn't feel like she's deserving of it. It has nothing to do with you. Now, let me say this. You're dealing with a prodigal here. So the same rules apply. When we're dealing with a prodigal, whether it's a prodigal husband or a wife, divine separation. Because taking you as a good example, if you continue to interact with her and stay around your God ordained future wife, your heart is good. You're a good man. You got a good heart. And if she continues to respond to you in this way, she's going to turn your heart from good to bad. She's going to have you despising the fact that you're a good man, right? So this is what God can't have. So he comes in and say divine separation. You got to allow your spouse, your God ordained prodigal wife, you got to allow her to sit in her mess. If she still want to deal with that counterfeit, let her deal with him until she decides I'm done. She have to be done. She got to see for herself that this person is no good for her. She have to get tired of the mistreatment. She have to get tired of it. And she also got to see that you're willing to leave her and let her go. And you're not going to sit there and tolerate her mistreatment. That really will wake her up. It catches our attention. I used to be a prodigal. I used to behave like her. It catches our attention because as long as you stay right there and accept her mistreatment, we lose respect for you. That's what y'all don't know. We start telling ourselves, "Oh, I could run over him. I could dog him out. He gonna always be here." When I get rejected by my counterfeit, I know who to call. So this is why you got to let her go. This is why you got to show her, I'm not gonna always be here. You missing out on a good man. You got to communicate that in your behavior. Don't say it, but just show her that in your actions, so that it wakes her up and causes her to look at what she keep running back to. It causes her to just see, like, do I really want this? I'm about to miss out on a good man. Even though we both know, this is your promise. It's going to come together. But she's hurting. She's broken. She needs healing. She needs deliverance. She needs correction. Okay. She needs some growth and maturity. She needs all these things. So, yeah, that is my advice in this video. I hope you got understanding concerning what you are dealing with here. Do not take that rejection personal. Okay. Like I said, I want you to rebuke that spirit of rejection off of you in the name of Jesus Christ. Continue to be a good man, continue to have a good heart, and continue doing the right thing, okay? Because God is going to bless you. He's going to bless you, and you got to allow God the time to get your wife all the way together for you, because he's going to present her back to you as your queen. She's going to come back respecting you as her king. She's going to be appreciative of all the times you accepted her and her daughter. So don't give up on her. And also, let me say this, because you were saying how you battling with, the second guessing God. No, you're dealing with a prodigal. God didn't lie. That's your wife. That's your, God ordained future wife. You're just dealing with a prodigal. She's hurting. And the way how you help her is by holding her accountable and by praying for her. Okay. So that is it. I am Tequila Coleman. I'll talk to you all real soon. Take care.